Hey guys, welcome back for another reading vlog. If you're new, I'm Katie and welcome to the book adventure, and welcome to the first day where I have ridiculously short hair. Shorter than the last time I got my hair cut, that's for sure. I can just feel it sit in the back of my neck. It's not, and like the shortest piece is somewhere down here and it is absolutely tiny. We're not freaking out. We are not freaking out. We are freaking out a little bit. So we are continuing with the two books from last week, The Shrike and the Shadows and In the Night Wood. So The Shrike and the Shadows, I started off today on about 45% and I have now hit 50 something percent today at lunch. We have just met someone in the woods who could potentially be an ally or could potentially be leading up the garden path. It's an either or situation. I am really enjoying it. I'm now at a stage where I want the witch to really start like wreaking havoc. I want her to really step up her game because so far it has really been working for me. We're switching between Greta and Hans's point of view. It is more dominantly Greta's side. I would like it to be more even, but I am happy with it. It is good. We're learning so much more about their character and the things that were done previously, the things that were said, why they're now in this predicament. It has been kind of drip fed more about the situation with their mother's death, and there definitely seems like there is more to it than is being let on right now, and potentially the twins themselves could have something bigger to do with the Shrike. There is a chapter when the old guy of the village, he sits all the children down and he sort of tells them the story of the Shrike, and it's kind of one of these things, like they all know it exists, they all kind of believe in it, but I think they went through a period where it wasn't seen for a while. So it's a kind of a bedtime story, like passed down, but also a story of this was real kind of danger. And so he is telling the story about sort of how and what happened and how these two twins went into the forest. They asked their parents permission and they gave them a set of rules: don't stray from the path, don't talk to any strangers, don't stay out later than sunset. And basically the brother pretty much breaks all the rules and the sister goes running back because she's like, brother's in danger, help, goes back, and the boy is gone, and it's sort of how the legend begins with the heart is left behind. So I feel like they're gonna have some sort of connection to that, quite possibly, but I definitely feel like there's more to the mum's death. But I am really enjoying it. As I said before, this book was gifted to me by one of the writers. So yeah, I've got high hopes at the moment and I just really want that to continue on. The second book, In the Night Wood, where is my physical copy? I think I'm under halfway. I'm nearly about the halfway mark. We hit a point where it is the anniversary of their child's death and potential chance of not full reconciliation, but there was an acknowledgement of feelings. Again, I am at a stage now where I want whatever is at play here in the wood, within the house, whatever supernatural, whatever there is, I really want to start stepping up now. Like we're nearly hitting the halfway mark, I think, so I really want to see that just upping its game and becoming more of a presence, because yeah, it is, like I said before, it is kind of like when I read The Shining, there was this expectation. I was waiting and waiting and waiting for something to happen. So we will see. So Gavin is coming round for dinner later. He is coming at some point now. I don't really know when. I have actually messaged him to be like, are you going home first for the bunnies and then are you coming here? Yeah, I won't get to read for as long as I would have if he wasn't coming, so I'm going to do some reading now. I think I'm going to listen to In the Night Wood some more, just when I feel like I just haven't got as much of that under my belt yet. So I'm going to listen to some more of that. I'm waiting for him to reply actually, so I can find out what the hell he's going on, because oh, that could be him. Oh no, it's my ex. Okay, still waiting on that one. But yeah, I've got some expectations of how I really want these to progress, and I'm really hoping that over this next week we're really just it's gonna start really, like, the grittiness is really gonna kick in. Happy Saturday. I've just finished my book tag video for Monday. I have book mail. It feels like a book, better be a book, and I'm really hoping that this is In the Night Wood, because really the tab broke, because I want my book and I'd really actually like to know where I am in my book. In the Night Wood. Oh my god, it's actually tiny. Oh, it's super floppy though. I like that. Okay, let's sync up super quickly where I am, because I would actually like to know. So the book is, yeah, 200 and... turn the page. 214 long, and I'm somewhere in chapter 44. Okay, that'll work for me. Oh my god, am I really this far in? Holy shit. Oh my god, okay, I'm somewhere in chapter 44. So 44 starts on page 153. So I am really far into this book. Oh my goodness, I don't have much left. Wow. So, okay, stuff really needs to start happening. We've had an encounter finally actually in the woods. It wasn't super sinister or anything. Something could potentially happening, and I'm starting to wonder, is this how like the children have gone missing previously or what? They're trying to figure out a riddle to do with the original author, and maybe he may or may not have been sacrificing people to the Horned King or the Fae in the forest, and why he did it, was he paying tribute. But it is a slow burner. Unfortunately, Genuinely right now, this is reminding me of the book by Alison Littlewood that I can't remember what on earth it's called, but I will definitely put it there when I remember. And that was one of those books where it was that kind of stuffy English kind of gentleman who goes up to Yorkshire to find out about this murdered relative, or not relative, this woman he nearly got it on with, and there's this whole thing about she was doing whatever with the Fae and all this, and you want him to give in to the ridiculousness of it all, to that stuff, and he's always like on the brink, but then he reins it in and it's like, no, just go with it, just completely just pretend that you're not this English gentleman, just go with it, just lose your mind. I need stuff to really ramp up now I've seen how like far I am into this book. Oh, I like that illustration. Oh, that is nice. It's definitely not horror at all. I thought it would be darker and more gothic like, because that's what it's tagged under on Goodreads. So right now feeling a little disappointed. However, on the flip side, continuing with the Shrike and the Shadows, so I was on my lunch break today and I have finished on 66%, and I am loving it. And I'm not just saying it because I was given this book for free. I really am seriously enjoying it. I've gotten over the fact that I'm not going to get chapters from the brother's point of view. I've accepted that this is clearly more from Greta's point of view, and that's fine. Which is a shame, because you can see the wood is really taking a toll on the brother, and that whatever the witch has done to him, however she's marked him, and whatever it is about the wood, it is clearly changing his personality. So I feel like if I had read this like way before publication was due, my biggest note would have been add more chapters from the brother. Let's see how the wood is affecting him and how it's warping his personality and just everything to do with his sister, because you can feel there is guilt towards his sister for the things that he's said which have led them to the woods, but at the same time he is being such a dick, and it is obviously the witch wanting to drive them apart. They have come to a village, but this is clear that this village is not, there is something not there. And the chapter I was just reading for my lunch, I was kind of sat there like, oh, so I'm kind of really hoping that this is going to make up for In the Nightwood, because yeah, this seems to be like ramping where I want it to go. So I'm going to head off because I've got a few more things to do, because I'm going bowling later with work. And also, look how short my hair is. Yep, still not going to stop talking about that, because look how short my hair is. Hello! Just a really quick check-in, as me and Gavin are going out to the cinema tonight. We're going to go see Birds of Prey. Very excited. Went to go and get the tickets after work, and the woman was like, oh, can I ID you? And I was like, I've just come from work, I have nothing. Kind of frantically rummaging around in my bag, knowing full well I have no ID on me. And I'm just like, no, I've literally just come from work. I was like, what rating is this? She's like, oh, 15. She's like, anyone who looks like 18 or under, like, we have to check. The amount of times I have gone there, the amount of 15s I've seen in the last few weeks, never got checked. And I'm just like, yeah, I have nothing. And she's like, oh, she's like, do you have like a picture of your ID? You know, like, okay, well, that doesn't count at all. But I was stood there like, I'm going on holiday next week. I was like, there's a really good chance I have a picture of my passport, or I sent it to Gavin to fill in the details. So she accepted that. She's like, oh, cool, yeah, 92. And I'm like, I'm going to be 28 next week. So that was weird. She was like, oh, whoever you're with, can you make sure like if they look under 18, or if they're 18 give the ID? And I'm like, I don't look under 18. 20 wanted to push, but 18? But okay. I am looking forward to seeing it. I have heard good things. I was a little worried how it was gonna fare, but either way, it's a kick-ass film. So it's the type of film that I want to see. So one of the reasons I wanted to check in, Sam has come back from holiday. She was off last week, so other Katie, she's off this week, and I have next week off, and she brought me a present. How lovely of her. I love it so much. Even, and in the inside it even says, she like, I don't agree with defacing books, however, she wrote it in pencil, dear work daughter, read Dracula first, Sam. How cute is that? I love her. So basically, she has been telling me to read this book, The Historian, by Elizabeth Kotzebue, for a very long time. She knows that I really like Dracula, and she's read it a lot, and then the recent BBC adaptation was on, and we were talking about it again. And it's one of these books that both of us keep forgetting what the title is for some unknown reason. Like, neither of us can just get the title to stick in our head. But yeah, she found it in a charity shop. It's in amazing condition. The spine is not even broken. Like, it's how I read a book. So I love it. I'm like so happy. It's a big book. It's like 600 or something pages, like nearly 700. So I'm like, oh man. She keeps saying to me that it is a sequel, but I think, reading from the blurb, I think it's like, I don't know, not like a retelling, but it's kind of inspired by it. So basically this girl finds these letters in, I think, a journal, and basically discovers stuff about Dracula, and she's following in her father's footsteps, I think, and it sounds like they're trying to track down his tomb. So basically I'm gonna work out whether or not it's a sequel or not, or a retelling. I have seen some mixed reviews of this on Goodreads, I won't lie. The top few were quite good. Kind of saying was okay. A lot of it probably could have been cut out. It took her 10 years to write, so I'm impressed with the fact because it sounds like she's done a lot of research, because I think they go traveling across the world, so it seems like she's really put in a lot for this. However, others has just said that yeah, like the plot is just not great and just stuff happens, lots of coincidences, and the characters aren't great. So either way, I'm going to read it. I had thought about reading it anyway because she'd mentioned it to me quite a few times, and I would wanted to reread Dracula anyway, so it's like the perfect excuse. And it was just really nice of her to do that for me. And she kept saying, oh, you must borrow my copy, and then she found me one, and she said she's literally never found one in all her years of searching in a trash, like she's never come across it. I'm going to read Dr. Sleep this year for Halloween. I promised her after I read The Shining, and actually I did enjoy The Shining, so I was like, you know what, want to know what happens. And I decided that I was probably either going to read Dracula or Frankenstein as my other reads. I'm probably going to read Dracula so that I can then read this probably in November, because this year, apart from the fact Gavin picking my TBR, this year is the year of I'm going to read all the borrowed books. This kind of counts as a borrowed book, but not quite. I am so ridiculously close to finishing both of these books. It is unreal. I feel so good right now. I cannot tell you, never before have I ever been at a point where I can say I'm halfway through a month and I'm nearly 2 books down. The In the Nightwood is told in 3 parts. So the first part is them kind of the setup of the story, them sort of arriving there, and then the second part is mostly once they're there, his research into Cayman Hollow, the author, everything with the house and potentially the wood, and just their general grief. And then this third part is kind of the climax and entering the wood. I want to read the last bit, this last part, I think, because it's the climax of the book. There's something about it that I feel like I just want to read it, and there's really not much left. So I'm gonna wash my hair later, so I'm hoping that now, as I have no hair left, I'm hoping that I can have time to read the rest of it, because yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, there's just something about the fact that I'm at the end and we're at this point now where we've entered the wood, sort of secrets of the past have been laid bare, just like we know everything now. I want to actually read it. With the Shrike in the Shadows, again, I am really close. So yeah, I think, yeah, probably not by the end of this reading vlog, because that would be tomorrow, Wednesday. That would be some sort of small miracle if I'm honest. But yeah, I feel so ridiculously positive, especially as how I've been feeling the last few months with reading and feel like I haven't been making very much progress. I think, yeah, I guess I suppose because the In the Nightwood was so small and I didn't realize it. Very nice unexpected welcome, but I can definitely say that this like hasn't got that horror feel to it. A bit like The Shining, I've been let down in terms of expectations. I thought there was just gonna be so much more to it. I thought there'd be so much more sort of atmosphericness and building, and that just hasn't been there. But we'll see. But hopefully at least the end we'll get something good out of it, and we'll see some weird just real kind of like, we'll just see the woods really come alive. So I finished In the Nightwood last night, very happy, another book under my belt. The ending, like I said, it was an okay book. The ending was fine, but even then there wasn't like lots in the way of drama or anything, so it's an okay book. It needed more in the way of gravitas. It needed more, which is a shame, but it is literally like that big, so if you just felt like reading it, because the idea of it's really cool, and all of the whole like what the woods is, and the like everything that the author Cayman Hollow sort of did in trying to decipher his weird little riddle rhyme thing. So yeah, there are some interesting points to it, but it's the type of thing that if it got like adapted by like the BBC or made into like a limited series, it'd be so good, because you could make it like really kind of like gritty. So I have a dilemma, and my dilemma is I am in the last 9% of the Shrike in the Shadows. I really want to finish it today. I mean, chances that I will actually have time is probably unlikely, because I'm going to do boxing in a minute, and then I'll shower, and then I will edit this vlog. So the chances are that I will actually get any time. Working on the parameters that I will have time. I really want to finish it. I'm so close to finishing it, and it's just getting really good. However, if I finish it, I won't have a book to read tomorrow at work. I've literally just come back from town. I went to Waterstones and I ordered 2 books that I want, and one of them will be my next one, so I don't really know what to do. And then I was thinking, well, Gavin did pick the first novella in the Dorothy Must Die series, and thought maybe I could read that, so I thought I could look at that on Kindle. It's like $4.49 or something, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna look, because I know they do them in sets of 3, because there are 9 short stories before the main stories. And I thought, okay, well, I'd already looked at the bind-ups anyway and thought they were really nice. Bind-ups aren't available on Kindle, only in book format. However, the book is $7.99, so I was like, well, that makes more sense. However, have no book, so I don't know what to do or what to read. Yeah, I don't know, it depends. Again, this is all gonna be based on if I have the time to finish it. I might not, but I really, really want to, because it would be nice to end this vlog with me finishing it. That would just be really nice. But speaking of ending this vlog, I am nearly finished. This will be my last vlog for a week because next week it is my birthday on Saturday and Gavin is taking me to Amsterdam. So I will be bringing you another holiday vlog for you. I'm so excited. We're going Tuesday to Friday, so a nice long one. I come back the day before my birthday. So there will be no weekly vlog next week because I will be in Amsterdam. If, and this is a very small if, there is a chance that I could come home and I could edit it on the Friday and kind of post it late Friday, Saturday morning. I don't really remember what time my flight is home. I know it's an afternoon one, so I wouldn't be too tired or too exhausted, but it's whether I could be bothered. And obviously I'm not going to do it on Saturday because Saturday's my birthday and I'm going to sit and edit. I'm thinking this is either going to be like when I went in September, away in September, and I had a sort of a really long, sort of week and a half long one, or I edit it maybe Sunday and maybe post it Monday, and then I'd have 2 reading vlogs that week, so Monday and Thursday. I don't know. Yep, that is the end of this reading vlog unless I finish it later on today. Then I will probably come back screaming like, oh my god, I finished it. But no, this is the end. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then show me a thumbs and hit that like button, and if you are new, then hit the subscribe button and ding the bell to never miss a video. As usual, comment below if you've been to Amsterdam. Where would you recommend? What would you recommend me seeing, me doing, places to eat, places to go out, museums, just everything. I hope you have a great week and I will see you when I'm another year older. I'll be 28 and that is a horrible, horrible thought.